Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video I'll be going through the Western Bulldogs versus Hawthorn game, in which I thought they'd lost by 8 just a second ago, but ended up losing by only 7 because I remember they had a shot with about 2 minutes to go, and the girl ended up pretty much cramping on the instep of the set shot and skinned it through for a behind. But yeah, it was just a really annoying one. They were up by, I think, 10 or 11 at one point, and then Hawthorn, I think, kicked the last... I think they kicked something like 21 of the last, I want to say 24, 25 points, and stole the game, basically. But before we get into the video, because we'll do this before, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on, so you know when I upload, as they sort of do come in 3-hour blocks, these game reviews, as I sort of record them and try and get them up as quickly as possible, but they have to go up around my other commitments, etc. But sometimes they're different times, etc., but mostly they're the same time each week. But anyway, we'll get into the video now. So you have Fitzgerald here, 86 on 20 disposal, 4 marks, 5 tackle. Don't really know too much about this Western Bulldog side, to be honest, outside of Edmund. But Fitzgerald's here, 86, was actually a pretty good effort. But I don't think it's going to be that fancy relevant, given that we have some of the girls, some of the midfielders. Like, I'm willing to bet that Fitzgerald is a... Oopsie, didn't mean that. If I go here, all... How do you spell it? This should not have... What? I'm confused how... Is it that? No? There we go. I finally got it. And yeah, she is a midfielder. That was really bad for me. It's been a long day already. Pritchard... I'm guessing she's a mid... I'm just going to do this. Western Bulldogs. Pritchard's going to be a midfielder as well. Blackburn's a midfielder, and Edmonds is the ruck. And where's Blackburn? Down here. So what's Lamb? Lamb is a midfielder as well, and all of the top scorers here are midfielders, but they're not really fancy relevant given how shocking Western Bulldogs have been. They're pretty much... Their season's almost on the line. As... If you think about it, with 18 teams, given that the men's play 23 rounds and top 4 only lost 7 games, was it? Or 6 games? I think it was 7 games that the top 4 lost, all of them. So if you collapse that down to 10 games, we're looking at teams only losing 2 games, maybe squeaking in on 3 if you have a large percentage. Bulldogs are 0-2. Yeah, they're pretty much cooked for top 4. Top 8, you're looking probably, I think the Swans were 12, 10, and 1. So you're probably breaking that down, looking at 5, 4, and 1 maybe, or 6 and 4, I think will get you in. So 6 wins, they only have 2 to burn. So it's pretty much season on the line for Western Bulldogs. And who do Western Bulldogs play? Just seeing if there's anyone playing the Western Bulldogs. I do not see someone playing the Western Bulldogs this week. So they must be playing not North Melbourne, because I have North Melbourne, don't I? North Melbourne played. Let me see. Again, this is probably not the best quality, but let's just see who they're playing. It could be, if it's North, then that's lights out for them. But I'm pretty sure they've already played North. They're playing Melbourne. They are cooked if they play Melbourne for the year, pretty much. But yeah, they just haven't looked good, to be honest. It's as simple as that. They just are not up to top 4 standard, like I'm pretty sure they were last year. If I just double check the ladder again from the women's, I swear they were up there last year. If we look at season 7, round 10, they were 7th last year on 7 wins. And Kangas made it on 6, 1, and 3. Or 6, 3, and 1, wherever you want to put that singular draw. And Suns were 5 and 5 and missed. So with the tightening of the comp, maybe you could see that top 8 go down a game or half a game down to 24 and a lower percentage. But I think that you'll see the top 4 of Brisbane, Melbourne, Adelaide, and Geelong sort of and Kangaroos I think are up there as well. So a top sort of 5 bracket, and then the rest sort of there. Maybe even Kangas over the likes of Brisbane, because I don't know how Brisbane lost that first game, but I think you'll see a massive divide in the team, sort of almost a little, I think it'll be a 5 section, or sort of 7 or so section, and then a 6 at the back end, sort of gaps in the table. But back to this game, if we move over to Hawks, and Lucas Robb was actually, from what I saw, really good. Bates as well put up another good performance, and then Stratton put up what I thought she would be able to do by getting her in the preseason, and she might be my saving grace for my season in gaining enough cash, because if I actually do this and I change this around a little bit, I can sort of, if I move Moffat to here, then I can go here, and then I can go here, cancel, move Nansquean onto here, and then move her, and then all clubs, and then I need a ruckman, prices I can afford here, and I can get Schultz, and then you'll see that, that's I think a lot better. It evens me up with the comp, which is annoying that I'm a little bit behind the rest of the people in the comp, but I mean, when you get a team sort of similar to that, there are some moves that I can make, but I think holding on to Anthony is probably a good move, given that she still has so much cash to earn. But I mean, it's a shortened season, so you could probably say you might as well go for the ruck that's going to get you more points. And Schultz is already 29% owned, so I could go back to that. But I'll do that in between my next recording, probably. But yeah, Stratton 72 was absolutely huge, and she went up, what did she go up by? 155k, and she reset her break even down a lot. So, and she has Fremantle next week, so if she can go big again and get another 70 and go up another 150k, I'll be able to get Haw probably from Lucy Single, or from Roberts, or from Phillips, and really just try and turn over. And also, yeah, I think next week I'll probably focus on the forward line. If I do get rid of Anthony for Moffat, then hold Moffat for the rest of the year, and get rid of probably Stratton, Nansquean, and or probably Stratton as well as Phillips and Single, and try and get up the, I guess, the forward line, because I hope Stratton or Nansquean, whichever one, is up to 700k or so, and then that will allow me to use the extra 200k that I generate to upgrade Phillips to Haw, who I believe Haw at the moment is around that 1.1. Yeah, she's gone up massively. Upgrade Haw, and then also upgrade Single, as I think that would be the perfect forward line. And then I'd have a slightly unders midfield, but I'd have enough in the tank, I think, to really upgrade that midfield. And then I'd have my backlines tracking all right. But I mean, it's my first year in AFLW, and I did miss some girls, I guess. As well as there wasn't as much information to get a hold of compared to, I think the men have a lot more information available. So hopefully there are some improvements, especially with a lot more players playing, I think, AFLW this year, given that it's on a bigger platform. I think there will be a lot of improvements made in the off season, as I think there are some not glaring issues, but some things that I think can really upgrade the platform a lot. Then you have Ashmore 70, Wales 67, Bodie 66, Elliott, Gilroy, Bascarane, McDonough, and then we said with Luke, I knew immediately when someone said it, with Luke, that 87 was sort of a massive red flag, and this 49 just pretty much proves that she was chucked in the back line, and her disposals went down, hit-outs went down, as they chose Lucy Wales over it. I think there was also a problem with round one. I think she was playing in a wet weather game, so she had a lot more potential for hit-outs in ruck contests, and so that's why she was up, but she lost 34 points there, and you can pretty much see that in the whole of her, all her points lost were basically in this 34 points that I think she had 42 hit-outs in round one, and I think she was down to 8. Let's just double check this, that I'm actually talking the right thing. As you can see here, 34 hitouts lost. A different array of marks and tackles, but I'm pretty sure that's pretty even actually now thinking about it. So that's 27, and that was, sorry, no, that's actually less. So that was 21 in the end from marks and tackles, and then a little bit lower in the kicks and handballs, but then also she lost, she had a positive 2 free kick differential, whereas in this game she lost 8. So that's where a lot of her points were also. I guess the ruck contest in itself was where she gained and lost, flipped a lot of her points. But if we go back here, I think that's pretty much it. There isn't much to talk about outside of that. Not really any girls that I think are too going to grow too much from anywhere down in the Hawks or in the Western Bulldogs. I mean, you could say that Alice Edmonds has a massive chance to improve, but I don't really see that. I'm just trying to see fancy by quarter to see if she fell off. Edmonds 21, 10, 12, 22. No one else here really had the same thing. Stratton got away largely. Imagine if she had scored 120 or something like that, 110, which she was on track to in the first quarter. That would have been huge and would have gained me so much cash and probably would have given me enough confidence to start her over like a Roberts or something like that and really, really cash in, because you can cash in quite easily there, and that would have allowed me to do something. But I don't think she's the type of player to do that, as well as I don't think she lined up in the right position. If we go to Stratton here, you'll see what I mean. I think she forward mid here, you can see a little bit deep forward, but then a little bit actually more defensive. But I think 80% CBAs. Now that's interesting. That is very, very interesting. 80% CBAs as a midfielder. I don't know why she was 80% CBAs. But that is interesting that she's 80% CBAs. I'll probably talk to some people about that, because that could be a big play if I'm able to get rid of like a Phillips or someone like that and really go large if Stratton is available to fill at that F5 spot. Because if she's available to fill to that F5 spot, then I can basically put out, I can go, instead of Anthony, I could go like I could go up to, I guess, but I would have the triple rucks, which would be annoying. I could go to, I guess, a smaller forward and then have enough room to upgrade, I guess, the likes of a Conti and also a Swanson up to, I guess, both, I think, row bottom and a Prasparkas, or maybe even up to a Bowers and have a really, really strong midfield there. Or I could even get Bonici up a little bit, but she did really well as well. So we'll see, and I will talk to people about that, but I don't think that's going to be possible. But anyway, that pretty much is the video. Another long video, as I do discover things on the run, do go on a lot of tangents, etc. But I'm still trying to, I guess, learn alongside a lot of you about the roles a lot of these girls have, as well as I was out sort of for half of this game, so I didn't catch the first half. I caught the last, I think, quarter and a bit of it, but yeah, just didn't catch the first little bit of it. Was keeping track of it with the AFL app on the scores, but didn't catch the actual positioning and stuff like that. But I guess it is harder for me at the moment trying to, I guess, work out who the players are a little bit and trying to get to know them. But anyway, that is the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.